Hello and welcome back. So now let's create our groups. We'll use a primitive wrangle for creating our groups. What we'll do is we'll create a string variable, a string variable to store the parts of the model. I'm creating this string, this name parameter to store the name that we would provide as the name of the node, which at this point is called a trip wrangle. Let's say if we change this to car paint and we assign this car paint name to our string variable that we were talking about earlier. Okay, so now all the pieces, all the primitives, as you can see in our geometry spreadsheet, have this asset path with the name coming in from the name from our the name that we give this wrangle. This could be anything really, so car shader, but for ease of use we'll call this body. Let's go around and select the body elements. So now only those pieces have we'll also create another variable, this time an integer variable, and this will store our name as a integer number. Okay, and we'll add this to the color of this particular piece, and this color could be anything, but we'll keep using the integer variable we just created and assign that to both RGB values. Missed the last parentheses there. So now I think we'll create another integer attribute. That'll help us isolate pieces when we're actually start creating materials. So this is our first group. We can duplicate this wrangle and let's say this is our carbon fiber large. Okay, so we have our carbon fiber large selected. Duplicate this again and we'll call this carbon fiber mid. And there we have that done. And though most of this is being done mostly primarily because we had organized our scene in such a way in our modeling 3D modeling package that when we're selecting stuff like this inside of Houdini, mostly all the recognizable parts are coming in correctly. So let's say if we wanted to just do the interior parts, okay, and we have the interior all just in this wrangle, and it has the name int assigned to it, which is great because this will be useful. This will be very useful later on. So I'll go ahead and quickly finish assigning all the groups, and we'll come back and start talking about materials. Okay, see you shortly.